for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a...
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. Charlie Jones now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
Ready? Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Now Brown.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground.
Here we go.
Play it safe, pick up the first down.
They bring Chase in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
On line, ready?
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice grab there by Jamar Chase, and that's the other half of this 1-2 punch. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Jamar Chase came into the league a few years back as a top 5 pick. Perennial 1,000-yard receiver. And when he's healthy, he can elevate this entire offense.
A carry here for Brown. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
11.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. Here's second and 9.
Here we go. 12.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
1-1, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
2nd down, Burrow. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
On 1, ready?
The task now, a really tough one.
Here we go.
3rd and very long.
11.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This a 42-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They'll run on 2nd down. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll look to throw. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, New York.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On 1, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
At the 17-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Bravo 80. Let's take 19. Take go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
11. 12. Stop.
Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Brown. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They bring Chase in motion. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Whoa. Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing now on third and long, and that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On one, ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Got.
Burrow to throw. You'll find Brown out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's second and 3 to go.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Giants has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. This is first and 10.
Here we go. 12.
Back to throw, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on second down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for third down.
11.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
11. Here we go, here we go. 12.
Now, Burrow. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Here's 3rd and 2. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Jimmy Dillon in punt formation for the Giants.
On the return is Jones. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
11.
Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance.